Hello, stamping friends. This is the very last InColor. Nothing like waiting till the 11th hour to send the very last InColor of 2022. So this month, well, actually, not this month, but November's color was Tahitian Tide, and you should have gotten the Tahitian Tide pad, the Tahitian Tide blends, all of the refills, all 5 of the refills, as well as the Tahitian another pack of the assorted cardstock. So that's what came in your packets for November. And let's go ahead and put together the card packets for this month as well. So this is the first card that you're going to do. So again, you're going to need your Sweet Sorbet and your Parakeet Party stamp pads, the Tea Time stamp set. All right, so let's go ahead and put together this first card. Tahitian Tide is your card base. Layer 1 is basic white, and we have a piece of designer paper is layer 2. Now I was short one piece of this, so yours will be the InColor, but I have to use the polka dot, which is lovely as well. Basic white is the layer 3. It's die cut with the 3rd from largest scallop contours die. We've got Blushing Bride, die cut with the teacup die, and I've got that one over here. All right, so this is layer 4. We've got layer 5. It's basic white die cut with a teacup outline. Layer 6 is a piece of a bunch of other little die cuts. So you have, things are just flying. We've got leaves, we've got flowers, and things to make your cards. So, all right, we're going to adhere layer 1 to layer 2 and then to card base. So layer 1 and 2 together, and then to the card base. On layer 3, we are going to adhere we're going to stamp the spray in Parakeet Party. So let's do that right up here. Okay. And we are going to stamp the flowers in Sweet Sorbet. Then we are going to add to layer 3 to the card base with dimensionals. So let's add some dimensionals to that. All right, and then we are going to adhere layer 4 to layer 5 and add to the card base with dimensionals. I'm just going to add some of this. What I've taken here is the multi-purpose liquid glue, and I've added it to a little applicator bottle, and it works pretty slick. Alrighty, just adding a little bit of this glue pen. It works pretty slick. And then this is going to get added with dimensionals to the card base. All right, then we have some die cut leaflets that we were die cutting. They should be in your packet there. Look like this. Mine, I think, just have flown, so I gotta find those, or maybe even die cut another one. Oh, here it is. All right, and again, we can use the Stamparatus. We've done that in the past. I'm just gonna try winging it here. And again, you can do what you want. If you want to dig out your Stamparatus, by all means, it will provide a better image for you. But I'm going to just wing it. So I've stamped the leaflets with Parakeet Party. We're going to ink the large flower and stamp with Sweet Sorbet. Grab that one. Large flower here. And I think, let's see, this one right here. Ink that one up. Again, I don't have a lot of, let me just throw this on here. go. That's not perfect, but let's see, maybe the other one was better. So let's try this one. It's hard to decide which is which. Yep, pretty good. All right, so then what we're gonna do, and then we also have this little tag, and we're gonna stamp enjoy on that one with the large outline in black. Grab your memento. All right, adding the enjoy is right here. We're gonna do that in, okay. All right, just a matter of adhering these on. We're gonna add the enjoy right over here. We're gonna adhere the tag and the center flower. Here's the tag and the center flower. If we wanna use the little, add a little bit of adhesive right here. Using my take my pick tool. And one right to the center. Okay. And that one we're gonna stick right here. And then add 2 dimensionals. I'm gonna do one right here. There. Okay. Cute, hey? All right, grab your pearls, your InColor dots. And use those to embellish the centers. And that is the first one. Of course, you have a layer for the inside. You can go ahead and add that to the inside as well. And you have your very first card done. All right, let's move along to the second one. Next one is, okay. Card base is Blushing Bride. Basic white die cut with the stitched rectangle dies is layer 1. T-Boutique designer paper is layer 2. Layer 3 is more designer DSP. And again, that's kind of to make it to look like a doily. This is layer 4 and layer 5. And this is your inside layer. So let's go ahead and put these together. All right. We are going to adhere layers 1 to 3 to the card base. Okay. All right, we're going to stamp the stems in Parakeet Party, and we're going to stamp that on our layer 1. Remember, we're going to go ahead and put a teacup on there, so we don't want it too, we're going to want our teacup to sit right like that, okay? We have a saying, and then it says, ink the flowers and the saying in Tahitian Tide. So let's find our little sayings, and it says, let's get together soon, which is AWOL. So we're going to make it thank you, because I can. All right. It'll show back up, I'm not worried. Thank you, right there. Now, of course, I wanna wash my flower stems from the last step. So let's go ahead and wash that up. Make sure that there's no carryover there. All right. There we go, is our Tahitian Tide, and it looks like slightly red. We'll let it slide though. All right, we're gonna take the teacup and ink that up with Tahitian Tide. And again, use your Stamparatus if you wish. I'm gonna just wing it. And that one is going to be added with dimensionals. Go ahead and add your heart to the center. That's the layer 6. And then if you'd like, you can go add a dimensional, whatever one you want. Let's do green this time. The parakeet party there in the center. And add your inside layer, which I think might be this one. And you can decorate that as desired. So that's your second one. All right, last but not least, this is your little fun fold. This one is a little more involved than the other two, but it's so stinking cute, and I just wanted to make sure that you had a chance to do this one. So this one is again, a fun fold. Lots of layers, but it's easier than you look, and as long as you're following along with the directions here, you should be just fine. All right, this is your card base. I'm gonna set all the guts aside for a second. Card base. It is scored at 1 inch. 1 inch, 2 1/4, then 4 1/4, and 5 1/2. Okay. Step 1, with it looking like this. Step 1 is to adhere layers 1 and 2 to the card base. So this is layer 2, this is layer 1. I should probably walk you through this one. Okay, Parakeet Party cardstock. This is layer 1, this is layer 2, this is layer 3. Then we have some Tahitian paper, which is layer 4, scored at 1 5/8. Vellum cardstock, die cut, with the largest scallop contour die. We have Tahitian designer paper that's cut with the circle punches, or the scallop oval punch. That's layer 6. Then we have a piece of Tahitian tied cardstock. It's 1 1/2 by 3 1/4, scored at 1/2, 1 1/2, 2 inches, and 3. So what it's gonna do is look like that. And basically when you glue it together, it's gonna make a little, a rectangle, okay? Tahitian designer paper, cut with the solid teacup die. That is layer 8. This is layer 9. We have layer 10. We have layer tag. This is 10, 11, and 12. Okay, and then this is your backside layer 1. And I think I threw in a piece of designer paper just to kind of coordinate it all together, and I'll show you where those go to. So, all right, so we are going to adhere layers 1 and 2 to the top of the card base. So what you're gonna do is this is gonna go up here on the top. And again, I want it equal distance, like this, okay? Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold it over, flip it over, and using your tear tape or your, good adhesive, put a little bit of adhesive here on the bottom, at the 1 inch mark, on the 1 inch panel, here and here, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this off, and this is gonna be your fun fold. What you're gonna do is you're gonna make a table. Okay? And what I find works the best is on this, I fold at the 2 1/4 inch, and then sometimes what I'll do is I'll just shut the card back on itself. So this is gonna make a little table. Okay, hopefully it's nice and even, and it should be. Oops, that's a little crooked here. What you got is this cute little table topper. Ooh, looks like I laid it in the in the ink here. All right. Okay. So you've put your adhesive on this panel and then glued that panel to the back. And when you mail it, it will be able to be mailed flat. You might have to help those score lines out just a smidge. When you mail it, this still is going to fit into a regular size envelope, okay? Okay. All right. We are going to adhere layer 3 to the box front, which will be this one. This is like the table. So we're going to adhere layer 3, which is the Parakeet Party. And so that one is going to go right there on the table front, the box front. Adhere layer 4 to the box front of the card base, lining up the score line with the top line of the card base. So again, this is layer 4, the Tea Designer. And what I want it to do is one piece is going to be your tabletop right here, and one piece is going to go adhering on your card front here. So let's see here. Okay. There we go. Line up that score line with the edge of the box, and then put the rest of it there so it's the table front. So that's going to be your, this will be your tabletop. Looks like a little, it's supposed to look like a little, oh, look at, and then you know what I did wrong? Good gravy, you guys. Do as I say, not as I do. This needs to be the other way. All right, so that is what we want. Much better. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is this piece, we want this to be like a tabletop, like I want it to look like a, more like a sheer overlay to my tablecloth. And again, I just scored it. You can score it or fold it. And again, that's going to lay right there on the top. Now again, I am going to be gluing on here, so I can put a little dab of glue in the center and it is going to hide. So let's stick that right there. Okay. So again, it looks, I wanted it to look like a tablecloth, which I think it does. And then yes, there's adhesive there, but watch. We're going to put that little, we're going to adhere that DSP oval right there, and that's going to make it look like it's, again, a centerpiece. Okay. We are going to adhere layer 7 to create a pop-up. So what I want you to do is grab that sticky strip again, or, you know, some good adhesive. We are going to have, this needs to be a square. And what I find works the best is if I just add adhesive on the inside of that flap. And that's right here. This is a little bit of that tear tape. I'm going to add that right here. That on there, and if my measurements are correct, what I have is this nice little square. So now again, I'm going to put adhesive on two sides, the bottom and the bottom and the back. And this, the back is going to, the long side is going to get glued to the back, and the short side is going to get glued to the tabletop. So what I've left with is this little square. Can you see that? Long side here, short side here. All right, then let's make the pop-up. This is a little, we're gonna adhere layer 9 to layer 8. And then this is going to be adhered to the front of this. So now it looks like our little teacup is standing up. Okay. All right, of course we need to add our tea bag. grab your Tahitian Tide or any one of the InColor baker's twine that you have. Mine is over there, so I'm just going to use the Sweet Sorbet. Set that aside. We have layer 10, which is your tag that's been die cut with a tag. And I want that teeny tiny little one. So let's find that right here. Ink that up with your Tahitian Tide and stamp on that. That should much better. Okay. All right. Glue dot to the back of this one. And then glue dot again to the inside of the cup. So there we go. Super cute, hey? All right, and then last but not least, let's add our 10 and 11. We have the lemon slices. This one is the crushed curry and the other one is Daffodil Delight. We're just going to add some glue to it. Okay. And then this is going to be adhered to the, so that it looks just like a little tabletop thing. Now, a couple of different ways if you want to do this to send your card. Okay, so you can either adhere this to here, and then this can get glued to the back of your card here, and your message can go on the back here. Or another option would be, for instance, if your card opened up this way, you could glue this panel to the card fronts. Let me show you kind of what I mean by that. Imagine that this is a blue, it's a Tahitian Tide. So you could glue this one to the card front, and so then your card could sit like that. Either way works kind of cute. You could do that this way. All right, that is the last one. I am going to stamp Feel Better Soon because I need to, let's get together soon. I found that one, good deal. Tahitian Tide here. Take care of yourself. So I'm going to send that out to a friend that needs a little pick me up. So again, that's your last one. Kind of fun and cute, and hopefully you enjoyed that one as well. So that's it. This is the last of your InColors. Hopefully you have everything. If you have any issues or missing anything in your kits, please reach out to me. In just 5-6 short months, we're gonna have another whole new set of InColors, and we'll be able to start the process all over again. So thanks again, friends. Toodles.